Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we're talking about the Expanse RPG that was announced back in June. The reason I'm talking about it now is because people have actually gotten hands on with the game behind the scenes at Gamescom. So let's take a look at the announced trailer, then we'll talk about it.
Zafar, pull up Navtech.
Just a sec. Got it.
Taki, we gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh, Michael. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say oh yeah with our hammer.
Missile range in 1 minute.
Brace yourselves. We're going for a spin. Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival.
Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
In Yolota. They never look up. Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
Wait!
Yolota! I need backup!
Hold on, I'm coming!
I'll cover you.
Thanks.
I can't see shit from here.
The bird up high shall be thine eyes.
What the hell happened here?
Hey, buddy.
Glad you're still breathing.
As you can see by the gameplay footage, it looks pretty darn good so far. Obviously, it's still rough around the edges, but the fact that they already gave us an idea of what the gameplay could be, I think it's pretty telling how confident they are in the game already. Anyway, let's get to this preview then, shall we? The Expanse of Cyrus Reborn is a original story set alongside the first two books and the first 2.5 seasons of the TV show. In fact, the studio has been inspired by the dramatics and visual style of the show when it comes to the cinematics and story missions. It's completely intertwined with the events of the show. The world's factions, political system, and world are all here. You could tell that Outcast treated every aspect of Daniel Abraham and T.Y. Frenek's world with the utmost care and attention. Key moments that appeared in the show, like iconic video footage from key figurettes, will appear in game. And also, plushie models of famous in-universe TV show characters may be found on the desk. No, this means newcomers won't find something to grasp over here, though. The likable characters in classic Mass Effect style third-person gameplay provide an enticing hook, and the original story gives newbies a fresh entry point into the series. For full context, I've never watched the show. Maybe I'll do that at some point, huh? Anyway, continuing. You can play as the Earthers, Martians, or Belters, with notable differences between each option. One character in the demo, Larry, is a Belter and is significantly taller than the other characters, and his speech and behavior reflect that. Whichever gender you choose, you have a sibling of the same gender, forming the personal backbone of the main story where you play as a Pinkwater mercenary. Throughout the game, you'll meet new companions, each with their own specializations, personality, and traits that can affect the gameplay, story, and even the dialogue options. A companion may offer a solution, while your player character has another method. It's up to you to decide which one to take, but ignoring your associate advice could affect your relationship with them down the road. Which is, again, pretty darn cool. Continuing. The Expanse Osiris Reborn owes a lot of its gameplay to Mass Effect. It is a classic cover-based third-person shooter with a wealth of abilities mixed in there. Like cover-piercing rounds, the ability to highlight enemies throughout walls. You can customize your character and also choose a basic playstyle. There are no classes, and the game is not interested in locking you out of using certain equipment or weapons. Instead, they form a baseline for your character that you can build upon. You can combine skills, weapons, and equipment to tackle enemies and different threats, adapting on the fly. Shielded foes will charge on you, while others will sit back and hide behind cover, forcing you to draw them out. You can also limit your competitors quite significantly. You can have two alongside each other, again, like Mass Effect, but we only have one in the demo. Each companion can be directed to complete certain actions, telling them who to attack or instructing them to interact with the environment. It's reminiscent of the contextual call-to-action mechanic in the Guardians of the Galaxy game. Underrated game, by the way. A problem appears when a certain environmental object is interactable. These can destroy or create sections of cover or even topple parts of the world, like ceiling fans down your enemy sets for a brutal kill. Each companion has their own way of doing things. That's cool that you can actually do it without the environment. They actually talk more about that. Outcast said that one clear way it won't differentiate itself on the market is that even the companions who aren't with you will play a role. That can be talked over a console player, offering options to tackle objectives, or, in the example of our demo, helping out with air support and targeting enemies from outside the ship. This means the companions you don't choose to fight alongside are disappearing to the ether for 40 hours. The companion combat systems are incredibly robust and well thought out. We only play a small section of it, but so far, no mechanic system or idea feels like underutilized. It's a proper evolution for Outcast games and one of the most feature-rich RPGs I can remember in recent years. The game is structured into a number of explorable zones with side quests, secrets, and hidden loot chests to find, but it's not an open world in the traditional sense. There will be side missions too, many of them missable, so it pays to explore and talk to everyone you meet, something that RPG fans don't need to be told twice. Some secrets are hidden behind the stat checks, like signs of persuasion. Across the game, you are investing in these skills and building out your inventory of weapons, armor, and equipment, either by buying or looting them. There's no RNG, though it's a simple pass or fail system depending on how many points you actually have. And to wrap this up, you have one final thing that stuck out during the demo is the graphical fidelity and tech behind it. Character models and lip syncing are all top notch. It feels like a big budget title when it comes to production value. Exploring the outside of your ship shows some gorgeous views of space and great lighting and a solid soundtrack. The game also had real-time orbiting represented, which I found particularly impressive, as you can see your ship spinning through space when you're floating around. Okay, that's pretty awesome. That's a really cool attention to detail there. Sound is muffled when fighting space to reflect the lack of an atmosphere, and there's a real-time physics system in place that means enemies and objects will flow off into the distance based on the force that hit them or the direction they were thrown. Additionally, there's an impressive level of detail and environmental destruction, like that I talked about earlier. Walls on the side of the ship fall apart as the side-inch pane and outer shell take damage from bullets. You can completely destroy some weaker cover. Those environments can also change based on your choices during story moments. That's really cool. We chose to attack the barriers instead of surrendering, and towards the end of the demo, the ship's corridors were torn to shreds and plastered in bodies from fights that broke out before. After seeing more than 20 games, the Expanse Osiris Reborn has been the highlight of the show, and is one of the best pure gameplay showcases for a game we've seen in a long while. So that's the way to go, but Outcast seems poised to have a breakout model of Osiris Reborn, and fans of Mass Effect and the Expanse universe will be delighted with the respect and care that's being infused to every pixel on screen, every mechanic at play. And that's it for the preview. So what do I think? This game is sounding like pretty awesome. It could be the Mass Effect successor that we've been needing for a long time. I mean, there's also that Expanse RPG that's apparently coming out next year, apparently. Then obviously Mass Effect 5 whenever BioWare is ready to, whenever that is. So who knows how long that's going to take. Maybe we'll find out more on N7 Day like they've been doing the last few years. They didn't last year because of Dragon Age coming out, but we'll see though. I mean, so here's a timeline where I'm thinking maybe Exodus next year if it makes its planned launch, then maybe this Expanse RPG in 2027 then maybe 2028, maybe 29 is when we get Mass Effect 5, whatever it's called. I'd say that's pretty good, honestly. Like a new sci-fi RPG a year, man. Sci-fi RPG fans like myself would be eating good if that happens. So I guess, hey, time will tell in this gaming industry. So hopefully they can all deliver because we need it, man. I've been wanting a Mass Effect style RPG for a long time, long time. It's been too long, especially after because Andromeda came out what in 2017, I think. Then there was the Mass Effect remasters in 2021. So it's kind of crazy. Like there clear we need more of them. At the end of the day, we need more sci-fi RPGs like Mass Effect, in my opinion, because that stuff RPG is so damn good and satisfying. Like that's why I like the Mass Effect series so much. Outside of just the impactful story, you know what I mean? As you can see here, I'm playing through Mass Effect 3 again. So yeah, what do you guys think of these new Expanse RPG based on what we've seen so far? I'm planning on picking this one up for sure. It looks really good. It sounds right up my alley. This is definitely going to be on my radar for sure now. Well, that's all I got to say for this one. If you liked the video, hit the like button, comment down below what you think, like I said before, and I'll see you on the next one. Till then, have a good one.